Okay, I think we're live. Live. Yep, there we are. Ha ha. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one. Let me just bump the chat up. It's time to share. We'll get this party started. Let's get it started. Yeah, let's get it started. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm feeling good today. Hope you folks are feeling well. If you're here already, if not, if you're watching the replay, welcome to you. Okay, so tweeting about the stream. Yes, sorry, I'm a little out of sorts. Also, my keyboard's moved because I got a pad of paper here. Because for Loom, we will need to write things down. It's an old school adventure game. You need to take notes, but for a reason you may not have gathered if you have not played the game. And hopefully I will be better in choosing the right words to talk as we go forward. Anyway, I'm about to tweet out the and we're live. The stream, that's the one. Let's get that little red button in there. Me play one of my favorite games, Loom, on this rainy Saturday afternoon. That rhymes. Boop. Okay, cool. Now we share the link. Boop. Share it with everyone. With everyone. Spam. And now we go to Steam and do that with people I have on my Steam friends list that I don't have on my Discord friends list, because they exist. Wait for Steam to load. Don't know if other people have this issue. I've got two monitors, and I don't know, for some reason, laptop Steam loads immediately when I've got my second monitor plugged in, and this is my main monitor. Steam takes a good 30, 40 seconds to load. Connected. Oh, okay, I'm back. Okay, that was weird. Am I here? Yay, cool. Oh no, I got disconnected. Maybe the rain is making the stream bad. Let me just check my internet connection, make sure everything's okay here. Yeah. Looks fine to me. Hey, look, we'll pull ahead, and if things go bad, things go bad. There's nothing I can do about that. So, okay, so let's start the stream. Oh. Hey folks, welcome to the Saturday afternoon stream. Today we will be playing one of my favorite video games, Loom. I believe it's 1991, maybe 93. God, I can't remember. It was so long ago. But yeah, it's a graphical adventure game, a point and click, made by LucasArts. Made by Brian Moriarty and a team of very talented people over at LucasArts. I think I first played it in 1994, 1995. I was 12 or 13, and blew me away. Unlike, your traditional adventure game that has a list of verbs, you control the game completely through music. You use music to weave spells. That's why on screen right at the moment we have the Book of Patterns. It's a PDF that comes with the GOG version of the game. Hey, it's Kenneth. Hello, Kenneth. I will not upgrade to Windows XP. I like using Windows ME. Thank you very much. That's a joke that it took me forever to upgrade to XP, because before I discovered DOSBox in the early 2000s, I used ME because it had better DOS emulation capabilities, so I could play all my old 90s computer games easier. And then I discovered DOSBox, and I upgraded to XP, and I no longer had blue screens like 5 times a day. The wonders of upgrade. Anyway, back to Loom. This is why, we have the Book of Patterns here, because the game has, you discover the spells of the game as you play through the game. But the game came with a manual, but it also came with this book that actually explains the name of the spells. So I thought it'd be fun just to, go through the book before we start playing the game. And then I can write down the names of all of them, so it's easy to record them once they pop up in the game. I probably should have at least done the recording before we started recording, but hey, I thought it might be fun to go through the book. So it would also help if I clicked on the Book of Patterns. There we go. I'm not going to read through the book. We're just going to kind of look through it. It's very nicely illustrated, like with these old lithographs. I like that, the wood carvings. Opening is the first one. They give you that one for free, so let's write that down. Opening. E-C-E-D. Then we have dying. We have summoning. Tongues. Speaking in tongues. Or, it's to understand each other's speech. Yeah, that would be very useful. It's like Loom's version of the Babelfish. Straw into gold. Well, that's a classic if you're an alchemist. Straw into gold. Temblor. It's an earthquake spell. Tremblor at Temblor. Okay, here we have rending. That's like rending is, shredding things. Rending. Night vision. Well, that's pretty self-explanatory. Healing. I think that speaks for itself as well. Shrinkage. Going swimming in the winter. Yes. Once spun, the shrinkage threads can never be unwoven. Ooh, so that's like a one-way. Shrinkage. Desire. I had a quick flick through this book before I started recording this morning, and I'm like, I can't remember there being this many spells in the game. But I guess there are. Waterproofing. That's very apt today when it's raining like crazy. Reflection. Yep, this is to take the guise of someone else. That will have large ramifications in the game. Terror. To create terror in something. Well, what a lovely, lovely spell that is. Folding. Folding the fabric of space. Nothing can go wrong there. Invisibility. Oh, that's very useful. Confusion. Oh, wait. No, we'll go twisting first. Very fun They Might Be Giants song. Confusion. Whatever its origin, confusion's potency has not diminished over time. Shaping. You can shape objects. Shaped object may revert to its original form if the draft is not rewoven periodically. Good to know. Shaping. I'm coming to the end of my page here, so we better be done soon. Warmth. Well, that's very easy to understand. Aphrodisia. Now that I'm thinking about it, this might be some red herrings here. I cannot remember using all these spells. we might not actually use them all. Soften the heart of people. Sleep, I mean, that's very self-explanatory. It keeps going. Silence. Let's go on the other side of the page. I'm not going to a new page. Emptying. Yep, that's easy. Unmaking. That could be very dangerous. Extinguishing. Jeez, man. Yeah, I do not remember all these spells. Sharpening. It's going to be 2 o'clock before I even finish with the book. Blessing. Also known as Casino's Bane. I like that. And finally, we're given Transcendence as well. So we're given the first and the last spells in the book. Subtle, mysterious, dissolves the ties that bind our threads into the pattern, elevating mind and body to an undefined state of existence. Transcended beings are said to assume the form of birds, constellations, or even sunspots. Transcendence is occasionally used as a means of humane banishment, but only for the most unforgivable infractions of the rules. CFGC. Oh wait, that C's got an apostrophe, which probably means it's a high C. The pirate note. Pirates like the high C's. Ho, 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 ho. Okay, well, that's all the spells written. The book of patterns is complete. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over remove display capture, because we'll be playing the EGA version. We're not playing the GOG version at the moment. It should pop up once I open Scum. Yep, there we go. Cool. I'll go back to my chat window and then I'll explain why. So this is almost an intro in itself. The version of Loom that you can buy on Good Old Games is the VGA version. Now, VGA, of course, has more colors than EGA, so the game looks nicer, but it's also the talkie version. It came on CD-ROM. It had voice acting, which was very novel at the time. I never played the talkie version, and even though LucasArts, more than other companies at the time, were known for having pretty decent voice acting in their games, they had the budget and resources to be able to do so. A lot of early voice acting games were pretty terrible. I never played that version, so, the voices of the characters are kind of just ingrained in my head. Plus, I thought, streaming an old adventure game, I'd like to be able to read out the dialogue myself. I think that would be more enjoyable. Also, looking into how to get the EGA version, I found it on an old abandonware site. Apparently, the creator, Brian Moriarty, said this is his preferred version of the game. So there we go. We'll be playing the EGA version through ScumDM. And I guess without further ado, let's get started after I have a sip of coffee. Oh, it would also help if I put my headphones in. Come on. Okay. So, hope you enjoy this. It's actually been a few years since I played Loom. Let me turn the volume up. Why isn't the game starting? Come on. There we go. We will be playing on standard. Game uses the Swan Lake as its music. is son of Signa. It is the dawn of your 17th year. I am sent by the elders to summon you. The High Council awaits your presence in the sanctuary. A messenger nymph. Never seen one so bright before. One of the elders must have woven it. Better get down to the village. Last leaf of the year. So yeah, the EGA version, this was before VGA color, so there are less colors to play with. I don't think it's 16. Maybe CGA was 16. I can't remember how it worked, but or maybe EGA was 16 and CGA was 8. Can't remember. But I do recall this was one of the first games that used hatching to create texture with the limited color palette. You can see that in the sky. Maybe that's why Brian Moriarty likes the game so much. They went above and beyond to try and create something beautiful out of their graphical limitations. Section of the long tapestry. The threads describe the creation of the world and the passage to the two shadows. Here's another section of the long tapestry. The pattern shows the rise of the guilds and the story of the Weaver's founding. Indigestion, of course. How quickly till I run out of coffee. This is the last section of the long tapestry. It illustrates the decline of the guilds and the gathering of a third shadow. Looks as if the elders are busy. Wouldn't want to interrupt. You have heard the findings of the High Council, Dame Hatchel. What have you to say in your defense? I have no defense or excuses, Elder Atropos. My actions speak for themselves. No defense, not the slightest remorse. This reckless defiance is intolerable. Why do you disobey us, Hetchel? You have always upheld the rules of membership to the letter. Tell us what is in your heart. The boy must be told the truth about his birth, Elder Clothos. His talent awakens. Soon he will wield the power of weaving, whether we choose to guide him or not. We dare not desert Bobbin now. Stubborn old fool. The secrets you revealed to Signa's son may be turned against us. That is why his training was forbidden by this council. Oh, jeez. Enough lachesis, whatever. We need not explain our decisions. It grieves me to see your many years of faithful service end in this disgrace. But the wisdom of the elders may not be questioned. That is the final rule of membership. Another one of your students, Lady Signa, learned the terrible price of defiance in this very chamber 17 years ago. Better that you had heeded that lesson. destiny is in your hands, elders. Our hands are empty, Hetchel. Gaze once more upon the great loom, if you would know your destiny. For behold, that destiny is upon you. A swan's egg. Curious destiny. That draft has never failed before. Hark! I heard a cry outside. Is it a star? Oh, it's a Boyd. The guild is under attack. Who dares to desecrate the loom of the weavers? This is the work of the demon boy. Kill it while you still can, Atropos. Cursed forever be the name of Cygnus' son, the loom child, Bobbin Threadbare. And off they go. Off everyone goes. Into a tear of reality. Oh, wonderful. Everyone's flown away. No explanations, no goodbyes. Why do they always leave me behind? The reason I laughed at just that line, the child must not be trained. Very Anakin Skywalker, right? Even though this is long before the prequels, feels heavier than it looks. Well, the Book of Patterns gave us 2 spells. We can't use Transcendence because we don't have a high C. We only have access to 3 notes. That's another part of the game where, as the game continues, we gain access to more notes on the staff. But there is an egg. It's trying to open. And just in case we didn't read the Book of Patterns, we click egg and we go E, C, E, D. Thank goodness you're still here. Mother Hetchel, is that you? You know perfectly well it's me. I saw you watching us. What's been happening here, Hetchel? The whole village has flown away. I've hoped the swan might come to save you. But I never expected her to weave as much mischief as this. Save me? From what? From the elders. They were going to turn you into a swan, as they tried to do to me. Instead, I got turned into Daffy Duck. Looks as if a signet was the best they could manage with these old bones. Why do the elders want to get rid of me? I haven't broken any rules. They fear you, Bobbin. But why should anyone be afraid of me? Ever since you came into our world, the elders have watched chaos spread across the pattern in the loom. They hoped that your birth was the cause of this chaos, and that order might return if you were banished. But now the elders are banished, and you are still here. This can only mean one thing. This can mean only one thing. The pattern is failing of its own accord. Soon it will come to an end, and with it all that is hemmed into its threads. A third shadow is nigh. Is there any way to stop it? Stop chaos? The elders thought they could. Now they know better, so should you. If we can't stop the chaos, what can we do? We can embrace it or escape. The swan has rescued the rest of our guild from the coming time of darkness. The way before us now is clear. We must find out where our flock has flown and join them if we can. You've already found the Elder's distaff. Good. Never let it out of your grasp. You won't be able to weave very much with it at first, I expect, but as you gain practice, more and more of its power will reveal itself to you. Hey, Jim's here. Hello, Jim. As long as the distaff remains in your hands, I'll know you are safe. If you ever lose it, take heart. I'll come to help you if I can. You telling me you've never played Loom, Jim? Gasp. Well, today should be special then. Leave this island, Loom child. It's too small for you now. Your destiny lies beyond the sea. Mother Hetchel, where are you going? To follow the swans. Wish I knew why everyone keeps calling me Loom child. If they called him Moonchild, I'd think it was an Iron Maiden song. Seventh son of a seventh son. You've never played Loom, Jim? Well, this should be a treat. And yes, I thought the Chaos line would get you, Kenneth. Although, when I hear Chaos, I don't think of Stranger of Paradise. I think of Dawn of War with the what was it? The Chaos Space Marines always going, Chaos is strong when you collect on them. Hey, Rue. Hello, Rue. Oh, and Jim, because you weren't here for the start, I should just say I'm playing the EGA version, not the VGA version. I didn't want the talkie version. I wanted the version without speech, so I could read the dialogue myself. Okay, well, we have gold here. People ought to clean up after themselves. There's got to be a way to make light. Oh, you know what I should do? Just because we went through that big, lengthy intro, I should save. Oh, it auto-saves. That's cool. Intro done. Anyways, we have successfully saved our game. Ah, here we go. First, we have a book. This is the book of patterns that Hetchel let me read sometime. We just read through the book of patterns before we started playing the game. Better take it with me. Oops. G-E-E-D. Well, that's what dying is. So I can write that down on my pad. G-E-E-D. Geed. That is the how we dye clothes. Dye pot. It's bubbling. D-D-C-D. Wait. Oh. Maybe that the flask wasn't dying. So this is D-D-C-D. Let's give it a try and see if we can dye these clothes. Okay, yep, dyeing is DDCD. Come on, you silly eraser. You know, with the mechanical pencils, always have to be very careful trying to take the eraser off because you might take the back off and then all your lead goes everywhere. So that was DCCD, wasn't it? I'll just do that again. Yep, DDCD. Okay, so the flask had something to do with liquid then. Strong to gold, tumbler, rending, shrinkage, desire, waterproofing. That's definitely not waterproofing. Sleep, silence. Ah, emptying. That must be emptying. Yeah, I wrote down all the spells beforehand. So that's G-E-E-D for emptying. G-E-E-D. Cool. We have 3 spells. I think we need a one to light, but there is a night vision one. Oh, I think I remember how to do night vision. There's something. Yeah, there we go. The dark. Oh. I can't see a thing. Oh, if I recall, there's another way out. Yeah, because it's been a few years since I played the game. I have vague memories about how the view from the cliff is better. Ah, yep. Okay. We'll go back to the cliff. Can I look up at the sky? Yes. Dawn. Oh, well, that helped. This is dawning of the age of Aquarius. That's kind of an apt song as well, because yeah, this game, this story is all kind of at the end of one cycle of the world, and what comes next. Well, let's go this way. Yeah, here we go. Sound asleep. There is a sleep spell. I don't have it. Brambles? Ouch. Huh. Rabbit. Poor little fella. Memory of Lady Signet the Red Bear. 7983 to 8004. Destiny shall draw the lightning down from heaven, roll its thunder far across the sky to where I wait upon the shore of wonder on the day the sky is opened and the tree is split asunder. Oh, I remember. Yep. I remember. We really only know one important spell at the moment. We know the opening spell. What if we were to use the opening spell on the sky? Okay. There we go. Sky. Oh no, what have I done? Oh. Is it over now? Yes, Jim, I think you're right. It is probably not a good idea to open up the fabric of reality, but that is what the Weavers can do, which is probably why they're so worried about any member of theirs that seems to have undue power. They were right to be afraid. Right, I say. Well, how about we open this clam too? We got a spell, why not use it? You know what they say, when all you have is an opening spell, everything looks like a door. Is that the way it goes? Yuck. And we've gotten off the island. Woo! A twister. Don't want to get any closer. C, F, C, C. Twisting. C, F, C, C. Well, obviously I haven't done enough on the island because I don't have access to F yet. So we'll go back. But I do want to take this opportunity. I told this story in the first year of my channel. I started a series called Dave's Favorite Games, and the first episode was Loom. And I didn't end up liking the series, especially that first episode. Not only are the sound levels all over the place, but I tried to do it a bit off the cuff, and I just didn't like how it ended up. But one story I did tell was, because I still remember this, when I first played this game, I got stuck on that puzzle. I did not know how to get past the water spout. And one night I had a dream. You know how often the dream you remember, your strongest dream, is the one you have just before you wake up. And in that dream, the dream showed me how to solve that puzzle. And it seemed so simple. So I woke up at the time, because I was 12, 13. My computer was right next to my bed. The desk was right next to my bed in my room. I turned on my computer and I opened up Loom and I tried the idea, and lo and behold, it worked. So I always treasure that memory. Ugly green. So my guess is somehow I've got to learn night vision. I just don't know how. I could go back to, so we got darkness, we got gold. But you can't see the gold, so it's probably not an issue. Yeah, I'll go back to the graveyard and see what happens. Otherwise, I may need to consult a walkthrough. Amazing, I've played through this game so many times, I'm stuck. Cursed you, memory. Okay, so yeah, we done the cliff, we done the brambles. Maybe something to do with the gulls. Yeah, let's go over to the goals. Oh. They've eaten the clam. Looks as if breakfast is over. Huh. ECED. So, ECED, what would the goal be? Yeah, that's not gonna work. It's already wide open. They're just sitting there. Do gulls have night vision? Is that what it is? Well, we'll go. Open the grave. Huh. I mean, that's a possibility. I'm gonna try my night vision idea. If that doesn't bear fruit, I will open the grave. I mean, there aren't many options here. I always tend to do worse in games where there aren't many options. ECED. Nope. God, I don't know what the heck that, I guess it could be desire. Because the gulls wanted the food. So, I'll just pencil that in here. I have... Oh, wait. Wow, I'm a fool. ECED, that's the opening spell. Wow. Hey. Maybe I'd better not try that. Oh, I thought for a sec that was what we needed to do. I guess not. Maybe there's a knight somewhere. Like I can look at the knight. Oh, there we go. Hole. CC. Ah, the owls will tell me. CC, eh? Okay. Now, because these are owls, I'm going to guess that's night vision, but we'll see. Yay! Hooray! CCCE, so that's the straw into gold draft. So if we go over to the straw, Hey! And doing that gave me my F, so we can use the twisting spell now. Okay, let's go back up here. Okay, there we go. Let's try this again. It's still a lovely game. So yeah, we've got this water spout here, and if we use the twisting on it, well, of course that doesn't work. It's twisting hard enough already. Must be some way to untwist it. Now, in retrospect, this seems a very simple puzzle to solve, but as a 12 or 13-year-old, I just wasn't getting it, so I had to have my dream work it out for me. But, you know, if using the twisting spell on a twisted thing can't work, well, how would you untwist it? Maybe if you played the twisting spell backwards. Hooray! And we're on a beach. Hey, and I just got another note. Probably a good time to save. On a beach. Pardon me. Maybe it's because of the simplistic like cliffs. I get kind of a Space Quest vibe from this beach. Oh, that's pretty. Halt! Who goes there? This runt was trying to sneak into our realm. Sneak? You call that sneaking? I heard him coming 2 hills away. State your business with the Guild of Shepherds. I'm looking for a flock of swans. Swans? Right. Swans don't live in the woods, kid. Say, you don't suppose this is the wizard Fleece told us about, do you? He's dressed kind of like a wizard. Doesn't look very powerful to me. Come on, wizard, show us your stuff. Prove you're a wizard or you're not getting any farther. Well, I have emptying and twisting. What happens if I twist them? Oh, I could change their clothes. That doesn't work. The trap won't work on the shepherds. Okay, let's try twisting them then. Okay, well, I don't have anything that'll work, so I'll walk away. He's leaving. Not much of a wizard, eh? Better luck next time. Come on, fellas, back to work. GCGC, so that's invisibility. Cool. Let's go this way. Towards the city of Oz in the distance. What is this? Crystal. There's a little glass bell in here. My head is swimming. Greetings, stranger. Welcome to Crystal Guard. I am Master Goodmold, 31st in the Noble Guild of Glassmakers. Who have I the honor of meeting? My name is Bobbin Threadbare of the Noble Guild of Weavers. Guild of Weavers? I don't remember having a weaver visit us before. It's vision. I see now why your fabrics are so prized. The cloak you wear is unlike anything I have ever beheld. Remarkable workmanship. Crystal Guard's wisdom includes many legends concerning your guild. One is particularly strange and amusing. They say it is death to peer beneath the hood of a weaver. Can this be true? Don't know. Nobody ever tried it on me. Ha! An unclear reply if I ever heard one. We value clarity here above all else. But fear not, your legend is safe with us. Imagine my relief. By the way, did you happen to notice a flock of swans passing this way? Swans? I've heard nothing of swan sightings. The city's been so busy of late, I doubt if anyone's had time for bird watching. However, our guild catalog offers a fine selection of binoculars, telescopes, and other precision optics that may help you in your search for swans. Thanks, I'll browse through it later. I'm sure you'll be delighted. Look around as much as you want, Weaver Threadbare. But remember, you break it, you buy it. He says, standing next to that very tempting-looking crystal chalice. Rue with... Let's untwist again, like we did last summer. Nice, never seen glass sparkle like this. It is not glass, Weaver Threadbare. This chalice was carved from a single crystal of diamond. Wow, impressive. But I thought you were glassmakers. Indeed, behold the Chromex conundrum. It was wrought by the hand of our founding member Lucient Bottleblow, whose works once filled a museum. "3 centuries ago, our fair city was plundered by a dragon. The The greedy beast emptied our museum and treasury. Even Bottle Blow's great masterpiece, the first scrying sphere, was lost. Fortunately, the conundrum was on loan to the Guild of Vintners at the time. It is our only remaining example of Bottle Blow's transcendent genius. But why is it made of diamond instead of glass? We don't know. That's the conundrum. Soft Shard, wife of Lucian Bottle Blower, here attained final clarity. Near this spot, Lucian Bottle Blower, founder of the noble guild of glassmakers, attained his final clarity. Not much else here. So I guess we'll leave by that door. Ah, there's another. Oh, wait. Well, look at that. Workers. Looks as if somebody's working up there. I wonder what these things are. Like they catch the sun or something. Hey Shane, how you doing? Yeah, even with the lower color palette, the EJ1 does have a beauty to it. I'm just kind of marveling at even just like the way the sea works. Ah, people talking. Oh, there's the bishop. Wait a minute. Who are these two guys anyway? I can just make out what they're saying. I trust Your Excellency is pleased with our progress? That depends. How far ahead will I be able to see? At least 4 hours. With luck, maybe 6. 6 hours? I thought we agreed to 8. Each of the spheres is unique, Bishop Mandible. It is impossible to predict how deeply this particular sphere will look. I need to see at least 8 hours ahead. 8 hours. See to it, Master Crucible. The customer is always right. See ahead. I also love how every character has got a different color for their speech. Just a little simple thing, you know? I was watching a movie. What were you watching? Look, who are you? How did you get up here? Well, I rang this little bell, see, and... Sorry, kid. This is a restricted area. That means no visitors. Hit it, flute. Yeah, I guess I have to cross that to get to the other. Guess I'm not supposed to go up there to get to the other bell so I can see the crystal. Now, I remember what I have to do. I just don't remember how to do it. And we're back here. Okay, maybe it has to do with chalice. Horror film that didn't live up to its premise? Yeah, I've seen plenty of those. What was the one I saw earlier this year? Something broadcast signal. Premise seemed really cool. It was like, a guy who was archiving old VHS footage, and he found tape of some people hijacking the broadcast signal to do some really weird, like, performance art or something really odd, and then he dives deeper into like the conspiracy or the mystery of who were these people and what did they do and how did they do it, and is it something larger, and it all kind of spirals. And then I don't know, I really didn't like the ending of the film, but I thought, the premise and a lot of the lead up to the ending was pretty good. Wonder where the dragon went with Ball blows other treasures. Now, if I remember correctly, what I have to do is I have to find a mirror, and then I can cast the invisibility spell on the mirror, and Bobbin will become invisible. And then I can look in the sphere, past those guys up where the scythe is, and then I can also pass the farmers or the shepherds or whatever they are. Now, is this the that draft won't work on chalice. Hey, what if I used the opposite of the emptying? Wish I was old enough to drink. Well, I filled it with wine. Why not? Yeah, Shane, that's the one. It kind of hit a little harder because, my current job is in digitizing old VHS and Video 8 and mini DV tapes. So, yeah. I could diet. Obviously, this is not the reflective surface that I need to cast my spell on. So I gotta find that. Maybe there's another entrance somewhere. Unless this is it. Like... Like, it's worth a shot, right? That felt right. I think it worked. Okay. Ah, that did work. Did you get a load of that Bishop Mandible? Swishing around here like he owns the place. What did the clerics want with the Sphere of Scrying, anyway? Thought they didn't believe in the future. Your guess is as good as mine. Pardon me. Crucible thinks they're up to no good again. So why is he selling them one? You know Crucible. He'd sell his own mother's spectacles if the terms were cash up front. Cash up front? Phew. Spheres aren't what you call cheap. Still, Crucible's not taking any chances. He figures that the clerics are looking for trouble. We're going to be ready. That's why you and me's up here doing major overtime. Ouch. I see what you mean. One look at this little baby will make them clerics think twice about messing with us. Scrubbing my scythe, scrubbing my scythe, scrubbing my scythe. But, gasp, a fantasy story and a religious order that may be up to no good? Yeah, little on the nose. DFFD. To make them... I bet you that's the terror spell. To make them scared, yeah. DFFD. Cool. Well, let's terrify some shepherds. Okay. It's almost time to take a break. I think once we terrify the shepherds, I'll take my first break. I think this way leads back to the beach. Yep. Guess I'm no longer invisible. He's back. So are we. Here we go. Hey! What fun! Okay, let me save. Oh, that's good. What fun! Okay, let's go over to OBS and we'll put the BRB on. Because game capture is above BRB, so let me just put the BRB on, and I'll be back in about 5, folks. And I return. Let me just get back to live streaming. Jim, you have such a good point there. So many of the solutions to puzzles in these old adventure games was acting like a complete jerk. The one that comes to mind more than anything is the airplane puzzle in Zack McCracken and the Alien Mindbenders, another LucasArts game, where you just had to make this poor flight attendant's day progressively worse. Yeah, whenever I think of being a jerk in an adventure game, that's the epitome. But even you know, like another one of my favorite adventure games, Day of the Tentacle, you know, which I should play that on stream at some point. Yeah, so many of the puzzle solutions are more like, hey, wouldn't it be funny if I did this? And usually what you do is kind of screw it up. And anyway, let us continue with Loom. We've scared the shepherds, so now we can move ahead. C, D, E, A. Hey, what's the big idea? You've got my sheep all upset. Now I gotta round them up again. Come on, you guys, move it. A, E, D, C. A, D, E, C is definitely sleep. A deck. Well, now we have a sleep spell. Cool. You may notice I am wearing a snazzy coat because, yes, it is the middle of winter here and it's quite chilly today. Ooh, big field. Ominous. I need to take the lid off my bottle. So I can enjoy my water whenever I want to. Huts. Aw, a cute little lamb. Hello there. Who said that? I did. Oh. Who are you? I am she who sent for you. Huh? I am named Fleece, first chosen of the Guild of Shepherds. And you are obviously the mighty wizard I hired from the Guild of Mages. There must be some mistake. Your modesty is very charming, but there is no mistake. My border guards were extremely impressed with your display of magic power. They did not tell me that you were also young and quite well-mannered. Ah, to be young. Were our plight not so serious, it might amuse me to know you better. That's an odd turn of phrase. Plight? One of our clients placed an order for 10,000 fattened sheep. That's enough to feed an army. I fear that may be exactly what the clerics have in mind. Oh, those clerics again. But we do not concern ourselves with how our customers use our products. They probably won't get their sheep anyway. No, why not? Our local dragon seems to have acquired a taste for fresh mutton. Our sheep are bred for extra whiteness. They can see them from miles away. Oh, I remember this puzzle. This is fun. Only a mage can save us from this winged pestilence. Thank you for answering my summons so quickly. Ah, you've noticed my little patient. Patient? Is she sick? Very. I don't think she's going to make it. Her mother was carried off by the dragon the day after she gave birth. My songs of healing don't seem to be doing enough good. Songs? We shepherds are known for them. At least I thought we were. My grandsire taught me the magic notes. He said we got them from some other guild in exchange for the secret of stealth. A-C-C-A. For healing, eh? Aka. Well, I don't have an A yet, so I can't help. The flock has been led to pasture, wizard. Good luck with the dragon. So we got this flock that the dragon can see from miles away. What if we were to dye their wool? Well, silly me. This is what I get for being in a hurry. Thought you felt a little scrawny. Where do you get your manners? Stop staring at me. Really? Was I staring? Sorry. Ah, forget it. Don't pay any attention to me. I get crabby on an empty stomach. Oh. Are you going to incinerate me now? Incinerate you? My, aren't you the foxy one? You've come to the wrong lair if that's what you're after. Listen, sweetie, I haven't done fire since my last mating season. You don't want to know how long ago that was. Those little tongues of flame running up and down my nostrils? Please, too much heat for this old reptile. You mean you can't breathe fire? Won't, honey. Doesn't fit my lifestyle. Just between you and me, the stuff gives me the willies. Well, let's not do it again, maybe. Can't keep your eyes off me, eh? Like, I know the jerk move at the moment, but let's see. Let's see, what do I know? Do I know that? Oh, I do know that spell. Oh, but I can't use it. Well, might as well do this then. Wow. Wondering who my decorator is, right? Well, you're looking at her. This pile is sad compared to what I used to have lying around here. I picked up a load of crystal once. That was to die for, honestly. Then, wouldn't you know, this third-rate wizard tries to rip apart my volcano. We're talking major earthquake here. Ruined all my fancy glassware. I made that boy very, very sorry, let me tell you. did manage to save one little knickknack, the loveliest glass ball. It was so precious. So what did I do? Ha! Lost it in the caves under the mountain. Rolled away before I could grab it. Never did find that puppy. C'est la vie. So, as Jim alluded to earlier, the way forward in adventure games is usually to act like a jerk. So, let's act like a jerk. Oh, right, I need to do it the other way. My, aren't we clever today? Just put it back before you leave. Hey, I got the A. So, I believe... I guess that isn't a draft. Did I get the sleep spell wrong? I was sure... Okay. CEDA. Oh, I wrote it down wrong. Maybe it's AEDC. Let's try that. There it is. Yawn. Uh-oh, it's snoring on the straw. Eek! Fire! God, that's such a jerk move. Such a jerk move. I feel sorry for that dragon. I like the dragon. Where's night vision? Huh. And now the maze begins. At least we have this lovely music. You know, that is one of the interesting things about the FM Towns version of Loom. That's considered the greatest version by most fans. Because it has the SVGA graphics, I think, over the VGA graphics, and the music never stops. You get this beautiful rendition of all the tunes all the time. Although I do think that having the music play sporadically does make it more special. Also, the FM Towns version has a little bit of censorship because the FM Towns was primarily a Japanese console. Like, it was one of those PC engines, I think. Come on. Go in the... Ah, that's the way, okay. Before I go to the exit, though, I want to find the scrying stone. The one the dragon said was lost down here. Huh. Guess I won't be going back that way. FAAF for reflection. I think that was it, right? Faff. Quit faffing about. I guess we're going this way. The tree? Thought I could go in that tree, but I don't seem to be able to. Oh, what if I empty the pool? All right. Yeah, there's a stone. Oh, volcano. Anything else? Ah. CFGC. Oh, that's the Transcendence spell. Oh, last one in the Book of Patterns. Oh. Yee. I should have looked at the scrying sphere a little more on the first time. Okay, now it's repeating itself. Right. So where's this dry hole? Dry as a bone. Oh, I could probably refill it, right? But now where do I go? I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because something tells me I do need to empty it. I'm getting to a point where I'm like, I might need to look up a walkthrough, because... Oh! It was that easy. Yeesh. Hey, and it's right here. Cool, 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 cool. Ooh, look at that. Twisty stairs. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Twisting. It'd really be nice to play another game that used this kind of spell casting mechanic. I remember, I've never really played through it, but I remember playing the demo of like, I think it was Zork Grand Inquisitor. It was a FMV game of the mid to late 90s, and that had like weird spells in it, like, you know, turn purple things invisible. I should play through those, dragons there, those Zork FMV adventures. Or maybe even just the other ones too. Hey, it's a little boy. Strange place to take a nap. Well, we can wake him up. Actually, let's first look at the gravestones. Was that it? There we go. There's a gravestone. These grave markers are made from blocks of metal. Sleep. CDEA. Jan, caught me napping. Never saw anyone dressed like you before. What's your name? Bobbin Threadbare of the Weavers. Weavers, huh? No wonder your cloak is so nice. My real name is Wellwrought, but everyone calls me Rusty. Rusty Nailbender. I'm supposed to be gathering firewood, but this plateau's been picked clean. What's your guild, Rusty? Follow me, I'll show you. Wow. That's us, the Guild of Blacksmiths. I always marvel at that. It's such a cool image. Never would have guessed. Our city's been here since before the shadows. We call it the Forge. So, what brings a weaver to these parts? I'm looking for a flock of swans. Did you see any pass this way? Sorry, no swans around here. Plenty of vultures, though. Jan, all this talk makes me sleepy. Wake me if you find your swans. Never seen one before. Wow, the ability to just sleep like that. I'm envious. Well, let's go down to the forge. Halt, who goes there? Just me, a friendly stranger. A friendly stranger? Ha! This is a private guild, my strange young friend. The gate opens for members only. Now go away and play somewhere else. Well, it's a good thing in that cave we learnt the reflection spell. Our little friend here is napping, so he wouldn't mind if we use the reflection spell on him. What could go wrong? Hail, young nail-bender. Hail. Stoke is looking for you. He sure looks mad. You'd better get in there quickly. Let me open the gate for you. Well. If it isn't my faithful, tireless apprentice, Rusty Nailbender. Hello, Mr. Stoke. And look, he's brought me a stick of wood. Exactly one crooked old stick of firewood for my poor starving furnace. Firewood? You lazy idiot. I sent you out 4 hours ago to gather firewood, and you dare to come back with one lousy stick? If your father wasn't the foreman, I'd toss you in the furnace. Like for you, he's downstairs with the bishop right now. If that furnace goes out, the clerics' swords will be late. Perhaps you'd care to ask the bishop for forgiveness in person. Happy to arrange it. Give me that stick. I know what to do with you. I'll be back, Nailbender. And I won't be alone. Looks kind of comfortable. Yawn. The straw must have a sleep draft spun into it. Can't do much without my distaff anyway. Meanwhile, zzz. Disc. Imagine frightening a poor defenseless old thing like me, honestly. Well, I may not be much good with fire, sweetie. But young firm meat is something I can really sink my teeth into. Oh, huh? My robe's not reflecting anymore. Something must have happened to Rusty. Hope he's okay. Look at this. One stick of wood left. One. Furnace won't keep much longer. 10,000 swords to forge and the furnace almost cold. Here goes my new office furniture. Aw, poor Rusty. That Weaver kid did this to me. Now I have to wait outside. If I ever get my hands on him. Back to the pattern. That was easy. Pity that someone has to die for me to return. Ah, poor Rusty. Dragon. Ah, poor child. Now where can Bobbin have gone? Couldn't be there. Those Smiths are a suspicious lot. They'd never let a weaver inside. Uh-oh. Perhaps I ought to look into this. The things I go through. What would Elder Atropos say if he saw his distaff treated so? Got it, mustn't singe the feathers. Yeah, we got on staff. Now I'm back in business. All that had to happen was a young boy had to die. Hard to be noisy with all this noise. Nosy with all this noise. Good thing they have to shout to hear themselves. The final blade is being sharpened even as we speak, Your Excellency. My most skillful blade shaper is seeing to it personally. Then this is an historic moment, Foreman Nailbender. The forging of the 10,000th sword marks the end of our preparations. How goes the sharpening edgewise? The metal is proud, Foreman. It does not yield easily. More sweat will soften it, I trust. It shall be a blade to be reckoned with. The Blade of Reckoning. I like it. It has a certain apocalyptic flair. I assume your blade shaper won't keep me waiting much longer. Does the metal yield edgewise? Foreman, what evil is this? A witch's curse has befallen the blade. The edge has been mischievously twisted. A curse edgewise? I think not. I'd hate to believe that a witch's curse could so thoroughly ruin my schedule. You don't suppose that fellow who's been spying on us has anything to do with it? Perhaps he'd care to accompany me back. I may have new curses to teach him. Ominous. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Bishop Mandible, Transultimate Apostle of the Anti-Secular Conclave of Clerics. Am I supposed to kneel or something? Silence, prisoner. Assistant Cobb. Charming. Your cloak and staff betray your origin. I studied the lore of your guild at university. It's been quite a long time since any weaver dared to set foot off that dreary rock you call home. Loom, so provincial. I can't help but wonder what impelled you to leave it now. His Excellency asked you a question. I know, I'm ignoring it. Ah, recalcitrance, I see. Shall I fetch the instruments of persuasion, Excellence? Forgive the hostility of my assistant. I fear Cobb is not very worldly. He does not realize how dangerous a weaver can be. Dangerous? Him? Do you think this iron cage of yours is enough to hold the boy captive? Why, he could burst it wide open with hardly a second thought. But Excellence, I inspect the locks every Tuesday. Observe and learn, my servant. Even now, your prisoner plans his escape. Well, we're being asked to perform. Nice, Kenneth. You see, Cobb, an elusive breed, these weavers. Luckily, they are quite helpless without their weaving sticks. Give me that. You dare raise your voice at His Excellency? Now, Cobb, we mustn't be rude to our guest. Not after he was kind enough to bring us such a magnificent gift. Mandible, that distaff will never work for you. You are wrong, my arrogant young friend. Come, let me show you why. You heard the Exalted One. Move it. Consider the common graveyard. In a graveyard, the boundary between the living and the dead is indistinct. Pardon me. You weavers would say that the pattern here is fragile, thin as gauze. Not just here, every graveyard is like that. I suspected as much. Now imagine what might happen if this delicate boundary was somehow breached. Torn open, so to speak. Ah, you mean like what I tried to do at start of the game? Forget it, Mandible. You can't just rip the pattern apart like an old rag. But I can. All I require is a weaver's distaff and the 4 threads of an opening draft. Thank you for supplying both so readily. When the boundary is breached, the dead will stream back unto the plane of the living, eager to reclaim their place among us. I will be waiting for them, ready to offer my vast expertise and spiritual leadership. I shall preside over a teeming multitude of restless shades, immortal, invincible, an army of the dead, with myself as its supreme commander. An army nourished by the meat of the shepherds. armed with the swords of the blacksmiths, and guided by the sphere of the glassmakers. I was preparing to invoke the dead by other, more forceful means. Then the glassmakers delivered my sphere. It foretold your convenient arrival. Now it shows me the smiths repairing the sword you tried to ruin. The age of the clerics will soon be upon us. Cobb, don't let him out of your sight. I won't, Excellency. And don't let him touch anything. Lord Mandible, ruler of the universe. Time to change my stationery. What a silly line. Not so dangerous now, are you? Heh heh heh. Almost 2 hours. But I'll continue a little while longer. Keep away from that, you. His Excellence said not to touch anything. I wasn't going to touch it, just looking, that's all. Just looking, eh? Tell you what. I'll let you look into the sphere if you let me look at something. What did you have in mind? Legends say it is death to gaze upon a weaver uncloaked. Is death to look at Cobb? Yeesh. Naturally, we clerics pay little heed to foolish rumors. Still, I'm curious. I'll let you look into the sphere if you let me lift your hood. Deal? I wouldn't try that if I were you. Why not? There's nothing to fear under that fine robe of yours, is there? If you fear nothing, then you'd better not touch me. Ah, a riddle. I like riddles. Let's answer this little riddle once and for all, shall we? Fools. How am I supposed to invoke the dead with all that screaming in there? A layman. Can't say I didn't warn him. Well, we got the swans again. And a cooked bird. I haven't had lunch yet. And a black feather. Okay. Let's go say hello to Bishop Mandible. I see Cobb is being lax in his duties. No matter, you're just in time to witness the dawn of a new era. You don't know what you're doing, Mandible. The pattern is worn enough already. If you rip a hole in it now... this is one of the most spectacular parts of the game. Spare me your weaver mysticism. No more shall the dead envy the living. Get ready. Wow, you must have opened everything within 50 miles of here. Including the eyes of the dead. Behold. I have a bad feeling about this. Who dares disturb the peace of those who sleep? Greetings, noble spirit. I am Bishop Mandible, Transultimate Apostle of the Anti-Secular Conclave of Clerics. Who have I the honor of summoning? I am Chaos. Join me. Oh, jeez. I see it's been too long since my last visit. I remember, I think it was in a post-mortem on Loom, Brian Moriarty was talking about that the Bishop Death was animated by Steve Purcell of Sam and Max fame. And like he'd done it like late at night or early one morning, and everyone was crowding around his computer just marveling at it. And he's like, "Oh, let me see, let me see." Can't seem to hold on to this thing. Well, can we close this? We cannot at the moment. Yeah. Okay. Kaboom. Right. So I'm going to take another 5 minutes and then we'll complete Loom when I come back. Back in 5, folks. And I return. Okay. So, let us continue and finish off Loom. Yipes. Huh. Well, now we're in the other world. I think now would be a good time for some more music, but maybe the fact that it's the void. Well, look who's here. Rusty? My old pal, Bobbin Threadbare. Rusty, this is awful. How did it happen? Well, Bobbin, old buddy, I think it went something like this. I'm lying here minding my own business when this strange new kid shows up and decides he wants to switch clothes with me. I figure, hey, so what? Have a little fun, right? We can always switch back again later. So this kid walks away looking just like me. Fine. Only one problem. The kid forgets to mention that he has a 40-foot dragon out to get him. What happens when that very same dragon sees me lying here, looking just like you? I don't know what to say. Anyway, I end up like this, dead. So I go outside to wait for doomsday like a good little ghost. Ooh, what do you suppose happens then? Gulp. Some idiot rips the universe apart and hauls us all back inside. A lot of dead ones are really upset. That's understandable. In fact, some of them have decided to take over the world. Starting with my hometown. Do I know anything that can help? Torn to pieces. Let's see. Yeah, and reflection. Oh, healing. Maybe the healing spell will work. Hey, you did it. You brought me back. That's what you want, isn't it? You can bring people back? From the dead? You were hurt. I healed you. That's all. I guess I ought to thank you. Don't. It's all my fault anyway. Can you come with me, Bobbin? I gotta find out what happened to the rest of my guild. Sorry, I have to do the same thing. Good luck, though, and be careful. You too. Good luck, my friend. Ah, that's nice. I think the plans for because Brian Moriarty apparently had like a 3-game plan in place for Loom, and the sequel is going to be called Forge, and it was going to star Rusty. Now, can I close this? Seems a good idea to close the Tears in Reality. You know, just in case. Oh, damn. Never had a chance. You are too late, wizard. The dead increased their numbers here. My songs, useless. Those few not killed are suffering. At least we can end their misery. Extend your powers if you can. Well, I guess the healing drought will really help. Fleece, what happened? We were overrun. You were saved by the mercy of yonder boy. His power has grown since last we met. Shepherds of long memories, wizard. I shall not forget your kindness. Come, before the dead ones return to reap us again. DECE. Nice. Yeah, time to go back to glassmakers. Ooh. Ooh. Master Goodmold, you're hurt. Ah, Weaver Boy, returned. You, at least, have escaped the attention of the dead ones. Crystal Guard, not so fortunate. I don't understand. You're the keepers of the Great Scythe. Why didn't you use it? We never doubted that the scythe could save us. Even the dead would have fallen in the wake of its wrath. But to unleash such merciless evil would make us as cowardly as they. We wish not to become like our enemy. Yeah, look where that got you. And so we stayed our hand. We knew the price. Can I do anything? Remember us, my young friend. Tell the world we fought with courage and chose death with clarity. Above all else, clarity. Ah, he disappeared so you can't resurrect him. We've been expecting you, Bobbin. Welcome. Where am I? What is this place? Outside the pattern. Home of the dead and of those transcended. The shore of wonder. Yes, Bobbin, you are the first to behold it with mortal eyes. You must have many questions, Bobbin. Perhaps I can answer some of them. You're the swan that came to visit me on my birthdays, aren't you? You saw me clearly then. I was never quite sure. The elders forbade me to set foot on Loom Island, but they said nothing about flying over it. Once a year, I managed to gain enough strength to pass inside for a few brief moments. Those are the times that you saw me. You are wondering why I should bother to visit at all, and only on your birthdays. Call to mother's curiosity. for that is who I am. In life, I was Lady Signa Threadbare, banished by the elders for drawing an unforeseen infant out of the loom, 17 long years ago. I have missed you, my son. Liar! My mother is buried in the cemetery. I visit her gravestone every day. Hetzel's doing, no doubt. She and the elders put that there so you wouldn't ask too many questions. Hetzel vowed to protect you forever. She loves you very much, Bobbin. But I fear her love has driven her to recklessness. What do you mean? Where is she? She has set off for the island and the Loom Sanctuary. The dead ones are right behind her. Their leader knows of the Loom's power. If he learns its secrets, the pattern itself will be his to manipulate. Who knows what havoc he might wreak. Hetzel hopes to reach the Loom before him. She intends to destroy it. If chaos doesn't consume her first. No, I have to get back there. You won't get far in that direction. The Loom lies beyond the lake. Swan Lake. Besides, a more subtle strategy may improve your chances of success. What strategy? What should I do? The dead ones move between the holes your bishop friend made in the pattern. If you repair those holes, it will make it harder for them to follow you. So now can I go back and close the large one? The original? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Do 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 do. Flying through the void of space. La da 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 da. DECE. Yeah, there we go. And that gives me the B. Last hole. Now I can go after Hetzel. I don't have any spells that use the B. I'm sure I'll find one, I guess. I know the Transcendent spell uses the high C. Also, we're pretty much at the end of the game, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 of the spells in the Book of Pattern have not been used. So yes, there were red herrings. Anyway, let's just talk to this one. Her eyes, just like mine. Here we go. Oh, okay. I can't empty it. Huh, look how the gray art has warped around the fabric there. I like it. Ah, the forge. Yeah, they've taken over. That's their stronghold now. And just in case, let's do a whole save. Finale! I also like how ScumVM autosaves. That's really great. Here we go. C, F, G, C. Yeah, that's the transcendence. 4 threads, the swans spun on the elders. They're still echoing in the loom. Eek, look out! Uh-oh. Bobbin, get your distaff ready. Mother Hetchel. There's not a moment to lose. You must unmake the loom now, Bobbin, before the dead ones take control. How? I don't know what draft to spin. It is just as well, young weaver. Birds and children have no business wielding such power. My informants told me that all the weavers had fled. I see they were mistaken. Man, Maleficent let herself go. Destiny has been kind, my young friend. You will live to pass on your guild's secrets to others more worthy of the knowledge. In return, you will be allowed to serve my new empire as advisor. Naturally, I expect your full cooperation in this historic exchange of goodwill. Anything less will risk harm to our relationship. Don't listen to him, Bobbin. The threads don't make the loom are. Silence! Dun, 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 dun. Hetchel, what's the matter? Say something. What did you do to her? Do not approach too closely, Weaver. I lose patience easily in the proximity of inferior beings. You will now instruct me in the use of this fascinating instrument. Over my dead body? Preference noted. Yeah, I don't know the silence spell. Her beak is moving, but she can't make a sound. I probably needed to record. There we go. Thank goodness, I can talk again. BAGF. Unmake the loom, Bobbin, quickly. I can't distract this creature much longer. I need the threads, Mother Hetchel. Tell me which four to use. Ducks are meant to be eaten, not heard. No. I believe we were discussing the secrets of the loom. Begone from this chamber, evil one. The loom shall never be yours. This boy holds the power to destroy it. I do? Shh! Close your eyes now, little Bobbin, but keep your ears open. This bird has annoyed me once too often. Here it is, sense the third shadow. Oh, Hetchel was unmade. So much for distractions. Ah, there we go. Whoa, Bobbin, you did it. You unmade the world. The loom is unmade, beyond evil's reach. Ignorant fools, what have you done? None of us can pass across this rift your weaver mischief has so blindly created. Your pious meddling has foiled my dream of an eternal empire bound together under one rule. Mine! The dead one is correct, my son. Your final draft tore the pattern in half. This is a sad fate indeed for the innocents trapped on the other side. However, it is also a chance for we on this side to begin a second pattern, cleansed of wickedness. Come, it is time for us to weave our destinies anew. But we can't just abandon half the universe. I fear we have no choice. Until our side of the pattern is mended, we cannot return to the other. Take your rightful place among us now. Will transcendence work on a dead one? No use, Bobbin. That side of the pattern is beyond the reach of our threads now. And so soon, Weaver boy. Guess I'm ready to go. Okay. Yep, okay, let's transform. Fly away while you can, Weaver boy. One day we will meet again. Bobbin, it's time. Ha! The new moon. And that's the game. Oh. I don't know. I don't remember the ending being that unsatisfying. Just kind of left out that, oh yeah, half the universe is unmade. I mean, I know there were 2 games more in the story, and I guess one of them would be with Rusty and the other would be with the shepherd girl, but Fleece was her name? But yeah, you didn't even defeat Chaos in the end. Just basically the Weavers took their ball, they took their blanket and went home. But, you know, I still really like that. The writing is really strong. There's a lot of wonder as well in it. Just the use of spells, the way this universe works, feels, yeah, quite alien, quite novel, even today. Yes, Bobbin Threadbare is Thanos. Instead of a click, he did it with a song. I guess I could have saved Hetchel. Maybe I couldn't. But yeah, still held up pretty well. It's a beautiful game. It still doesn't have the impact it had when I played in my formative years, but it definitely is my favorite adventure game. One of my favorite games, yeah, definitely. There we go, 1990. I didn't play till like 4 or 5 years later. Hit me just as strongly. What a lovely game. And thank you to you folks for joining me with it. I was very excited this week to be able to share Loom with you all. It was I planned to do this ever since I started streaming. I'm like, yeah, Loom is one of those games I definitely want to share with folks. But I don't know, it just never felt like this is the week for Loom. And then after What the Golf last time, I was like, you know what? I think it's time for Loom. So let me Alt-X. Yeah. So, yes, that was Loom. That was the Saturday afternoon stream. Next week, I will be back with another game. I think I know what I want to do next week, but I'll wait till, like halfway through the week or maybe Thursday, Friday to announce that over Twitter. I hope you folks enjoyed yourself. I appreciated all the comments in the chat. And yeah, hope you have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. I'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.